Hey everyone, it's Traceface. I'm actually very thankful that I just had a last minute cancellation because the last person I just had a session with, uh, this the information she just told me, really lit a fire under my rear end. Let me tell you, to do this video tonight. Um, it's unbelievable. Actually, it truly is unbelievable. What some of these quote unquote therapists and counselors are actually doing to people out there in this community, and we need to talk about it tonight because it's appalling. I want to warn you guys that, it's just like the pedophile that wants to be a school teacher, and the, people that get into these industries so that they can have easier prey. They can prey upon people easier. Now, I'm not saying, first of all, as a disclaimer, I am not saying that all therapists are narcissists or that they all have issues and that they got the wrong model in school and all that. I know some very good ones. I actually have clients that are amazing therapists. I know because they have an understanding, especially about narcissistic abuse. Okay. But some of the things I've been hearing that these people are telling the my clients and people that I'm working with it's so unbelievably disturbing to me, and just I can't even believe these people's license should be revoked. They shouldn't be doing this. They obviously, clearly, some of these people have serious issues. They probably, some of them have this sadistic way of enjoying watching people get hurt, and you name it, okay? But you need to be really concerned when you do pick a therapist or somebody to talk to, especially regarding narcissistic abuse, because this can further hinder your progress or keep you tied to the narcissist in your life, or just do so much more damage to you than you need right now, because you're already in this vulnerable place. So this is unreal. Now, before I continue on too, I just want to make sure that I make mention to all of you that I work with people from all different stages of narcissistic abuse. So people that have there's some people I've been working with for 2 years that are having a hard time making a decision. They're still trying to figure out if they're going to stay with the narcissist. I work with people that are ready to leave. I work with people that have left the narcissist and need help. So understand that I don't have a prejudice. My channel isn't all about, you need to leave and that's the end of it. I mean, obviously, that is what I'm telling everybody to do, but I understand from personally being there that that's a process, and for some people that takes a longer time than others, or it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to try and figure out for yourself, because there's so many layers to this type of abuse, as we know. All right. So I have somebody I've been working with now for, it'll be about 1.5 years this spring. And, she's going through a hard time with trying to figure out this whole thing, because the narcissist, as we know, is showing her a good side of him for a few months, and then the carpet gets ripped from underneath her. And we all know how this goes, and so on and so forth. And also, I've seen this happen to a lot of people I'm working with, that a lot of people I'm working with, they've got a coach, they got 2 coaches, they got a therapist, they go to a psychic, they go to a holistic herbalist, they go to I mean, when you're going through this kind of abuse, you feel like you'll do anything to heal, or anything to just, to feel better, anything to get advice, and so this is what people do when they're going through narcissistic abuse. I mean, I myself, I think my ex and I went through 6 different types of counselors, including a pastor, and we were jumping from one to the next, hoping that one of them was going to give us this like miracle advice to save. I was hoping to get this miracle advice to save my marriage, and you know, and he looked at it like more people to bamboozle, as we know. That's how it goes for them. But, you know, when you're feeling like you're in this desperate place, you're going to do these things. So this person I'm working with in particular, yeah, they've gone through a few different counselors. They're trying another one right now. I see her on my own. She sees me weekly. And she just started with this new person because the narcissist husband wanted, you know, that's his last straw, because he knows she's right on the edge. She's right on the edge. She's fed up. He knows it. He sees it. And, you know, he's doing the whole, let's go back to counseling. So they start with somebody new for the last like 2-3 weeks. And her story in particular involves her husband, narcissist, likes to triangulate her and play around at strip clubs. Oh, don't we all know? Don't we all know this one, guys? Don't we all know? You know, the low-hanging fruit. I'm laughing, but it's really not funny. It's traumatizing as somebody's spouse to be lied to. She had to do her legwork to find out that he is doing this kind of thing, and he is lying to her, and he does regularly see a particular someone at this club, and until she hired PIs and got her information, you know, we all know the game. We all know the drill. He was lying about it. So now, you know, as narcissists go on, they have to switch up their tactics. Okay. Now that she, you know, she's got him up against, you know, the corner red-handed. Okay. There's no hiding it anymore. Well, he doesn't want to stop his you know, his fairy fun time, you know, going and seeing his friend. He tells his wife that that's his friend. Okay. And now his abuse tactic with her is he's going to drill it in her head that that's just his friend, and that he goes there to relax after work, and that she shouldn't have a problem with it because nothing's going on. Okay. And then he does, you know, we know how they increase the abuse, and then it becomes, well, if you don't like it, you know, you can leave me, or you can get a divorce. And then they do the crocodile tears, and then they do the, you know, the cycle of abuse. We all know the cycle of abuse. It goes crazy on, off. They tell you whatever you want to hear for the moment. They gaslight you. They manipulate you. They are just telling you whatever you want to hear so that they can have their way. The name of the game is I gotta win. I'm a narcissist. I do what I want, and I have to abuse you to taking it and tolerating what it is I want to get away with, whatever that happens to be, the flavor of the day, month, week, hour, whatever. So, and we all know how that that roads away, you know, at somebody's self-esteem, how they feel about themselves, getting any kind of validation. So we all know how this works, okay? And we have the new therapist saying to her today, I've heard just about everything at this point. Well, now, she's already explained to the therapist, oh, by the way, this particular therapist, I believe she's a licensed social worker with a pastoral certification as well. Okay. So, supposed to be a woman of God here. You know what she says to my client? She says, well, maybe you should just go to the strip club with him and just, you know, just go with him and be with the two of them, you know, and, you know, if that's his friend. Also, at one point in the session, she looked at my client and said, did you just see that? Did you just see how he looked at you? He obviously is still with you for a reason. He still very much wants to be with you. There's obviously still something really great between the two of you. So not only did she invalidate my client and all the trauma. Now, there has been incidents with this that the PI found and you name it. Okay, so she's traumatized. So now she's re-traumatized by trying to get help. She's re-traumatized. She's basically told now, not only by her husband, but by the new therapist, that she should just sit down, shut up, put up with it, and, go hang out at the strip club. I mean, I said to her, what is she? She's obviously a narcissist herself, or she's a swinger, or she's whatever. She's nuts. Who the heck invalidates somebody? You don't tell someone's wife that it's okay for them to have these friendships that involve seeing the friend nude every time you show up to be friendly. I mean, I'd like to find out who the heck this woman is and rip her a new one, because you want to know what? This angers me. It is something that makes me sick. It makes me sick. You're desperate at this point. You want to get help. You do anything. You're trying to figure yourself out, most importantly, which is what she's trying to do, which is what my client's trying to do. As we all know, living with these people, it's like next to near to impossible to try and figure yourself out, because you're under the same roof with them, dealing with the manipulation shit, part of my language, but that's what it is. It's not a relationship. It's a manipulation shit is what it is, okay? And you got these people re-traumatizing you, invalidating you, and basically, they don't know what the heck they're talking about. I've heard of everything now, And you know what, guys? This is why I needed to come on here tonight and talk about it. Yeah, exactly. She needs to be reported. That's what I said. I said, you need to get your money back. I mean, it's basically you're abusing people. You're taking someone that's already been beaten down and abused, and you're abusing them along with it, along with the narcissist. You're a sick bully, and you have no right, you have no reason in this field of helping people. So be very careful out there, guys. There literally are people like this that got in this field to have control over others' lives, to sit back and watch everything. I remember, guys, one of the first counselors I took the narc in my life, this counselor used to sit back, and I observed him. He was getting off on watching the two of us argue in his office. He wouldn't say a word. He'd just sit there. It's like he might as well have got the popcorn out. It's like his face was just like enjoying the drama and the chaos, and he was thriving in it. And I remember I saw right through it. I saw it. And I even asked Narc when we were driving home, did you feel that and see that? And he's like, yeah, it's kind of weird. It kind of creeps me out. Yeah, you would recognize it because you enjoy doing the same crap. You guys really need to be careful out there who you pick, what they know about narcissism and obviously don't know. And because this can really screw somebody up. And I'm talking, you're already screwed up enough as it is, okay? Now, this is going to lead you to the complete insane asylum insanity, all right? As I said before, there are some people that are in this field for the right reasons, but there are some people that got into this field to hurt others, to kick people when they're down, because it's evil. They're evil, right? Now, I don't want to scare all of you about finding help, but there's a lot of this going on. I got people telling me a lot of this stuff is going on with these other coaches online. Now, I'm not going to go there. Like I told you guys before, I don't go there. I don't know these people. I don't know these other counselors or YouTube coaches personally. All I know is that I have my channel based off of my own experiences, and I've been completely open, honest with all of you about my life story, how I got to this place in my life. For those of you that might be new to my channel, I mean, my catalog goes back now 3 years of when my videos started the minute I filed for divorce. So you will see I did my channel in that way. You'll see that I give a lot of information in the beginning, but I also am telling everybody what personally happened to me. And I'm going through those stages as they go. And that's what I base my information off of, my life experience. I've been around these people, these narcissistic people, since I was born, okay? I had them everywhere I turned. And this is a very, very diabolical, evil, strategic, calculated operation. They all act the same. They all do the same things. I've worked now with probably close to 800 people. They all act the same. Why is it that every story that is told to me of the people I've worked with, and all the comments I read, all the things you guys comment on, why is it that every story is the same? There might be little differentiating things here and there, but these people all do the same things over and over and over again, and science can't explain that. Science can't explain that. This is purely spiritual. Sure, the spirituality aspect of things does mess with your brain. It does ruin your own brain chemistry if you don't get the help and the support. Yes, it creates science. It creates stress. It creates an imbalance. Okay, but the whole design of it is spiritual warfare. Narcissists are brought into your life for the sheer fact that they are trying to create spiritual warfare on you. So you have to know your opponent. You have to know, you have to recognize people for who they are. That woman is not a therapist. She's not a healer. She's not a helper. Okay? She's a loon bag that needs to go do something else with her life. Okay? And she should, she absolutely should be called on the carpet for this. I'm going to look more into that myself, because I can't even believe it. But that's the message I wanted to give to you guys today in my rant this evening. And I hope that all of you are finding ways to enjoy life, to have peace, to have freedom. That's what it's all about, guys. Okay? Anybody out there that's taking away your ability to have peace and freedom and fun and happiness, they need to go. All right? Life is short, guys. It is short, and as you're all going through really hard times, life is not supposed to be like that, guys. Okay? Life is not supposed to be what you guys endured in narcissistic abuse. That's not living life. And if you're listening to me tonight and you're going through this right now and you don't know how to get out, you're not sure, sometimes, guys, sometimes people just want somebody to listen to them that understands what they're saying. They don't need my advice. They don't need me to tell them what they should or shouldn't do. They just need somebody to listen. That's all they need. Somebody to validate the crap that they have been subject to. All right? And, that's what's important, is the fact that you guys can feel heard and have a place that you can feel heard, and that you actually do have a voice and that somebody is listening. So please don't forget, I take people every single day for one-to-one coaching. I have monthly groups. I have a monthly prayer and fast group that people have literally claimed and felt, and I watched it. We all watched it in these groups. We're healed. Prayer and fast is a very, very powerful tool against narcissistic abuse, and it's why I truly do believe in it. Did a lot of research on it. So for those of you that want to learn more, please email me at tracefaceit@gmail.com. Do not listen to any kind of crap like this where a therapist is telling you that this person that's been abusing you really loves you, to be with you. And how, almost like, oh God, how lucky are you? You guys still obviously have something together. This is the kind of crap that was said to me and my ex with these therapists. It's unbelievable. All right, that's my message tonight. I'm Trace Face. It's time we all face the truth together.